Okay, we are anchored up. So we left Beaufort with the idea that we were going to make it to Charleston. It was about a 36 to 40 hour trip again, but we'd looked at the weather window and it looked really good, so we set out, and about 30 hours in and about 10 hours away from Charleston, the wind started to get against us, into the nose. The current started to get, the ocean started to get a little bit spicy, as our friend would say. And we decided, you know, there's a lot of times where we always say we have ditch points where we get off the main road, as they say, get off the Atlantic Ocean and go tuck in somewhere safe when the weather gets really bad or unexpectedly bad, and wait it out. We've never actually done it because we've always said to power through. But this time we listened to our guts and we listened to Turtle, and her bow was just getting thrashed into the water over and over and again. And we were starting to feel really exhausted, and one of us is supposed to sleep through that. That wasn't going to happen. So we listened to our gut. We got off. We are anchored in Winyah Bay, which is supposed to be a very nice anchorage, a great place to rest and reset. And then tomorrow morning we'll get up, and as the tide goes out, we will also head out and finish up our last leg of our trip to Charleston. And I think the rest is much needed, both for us and for Turtle. So we'll see you tomorrow.
It's about 6 a.m. We got up a little early because we just woke up early, and it's not going to get much better when the sun comes up, so we are getting ready for the day. Spenda's making a little PB&J sandwich to get herself going. We're going to weigh the anchor and start our trip down to Charleston.
Good morning!
We are just leaving Winyah Bay. Spandana is taking the helm right over there. And we have had dolphins following us all the way out. So it has just been an awesome morning with the purples and the pinks from the sky reflecting off the calm waters. And just really beautiful area, gorgeous natural life, wildlife preserve. And we are off to Charleston now.
You've got 3 more hours of absolute calm seas going on, and you start to get a little bored and start to look around. Well, let's go see what Dave is up to. Hi, Dave. What are you up to?
Hello. I'm doing the laundry. We're on the spin cycle right now.
Laundry on passage.
It is nice enough outside to actually be able to do the laundry, so getting some laundry done.
And next, we're gonna cut your hair, right? Oh God! Oh God! Crazy sailor man over here! Oh, oh, you're terrifying.
Yeah, I think it's fun.
Yeah, let's fix that.
Okay, let's do that. So Spandana's out getting the laundry on the lines so that we are done with laundry, even though we're in the middle of a passage to Charleston. That's efficiency. We are in Charleston. We just dropped the anchor. We are right next to the Yorktown here in Charleston. The entranceway actually took quite a while to get through, and there's a lot of Coast Guard operations going on as far as like fixing the markers and everything else. So it was a little hairy getting in, but we put it down. The sun is just starting to go down and feel very accomplished. It was a long journey to get all the way over here, and excited to explore the town and just relax for a night and then start looking at our next steps. Yeah, as you can see, the current is pulling the dinghy quite a bit. It's been a bit of a challenge to get back onto the boat once we get off here. But that's been true of everywhere we've been on the East Coast in South Carolina so far. So we're getting used to the current overall. All right, so we are heading into shore. This is the channel between us and Charleston. And as you can see, some very large ships happen to come through here, so we're just letting it pass, and very, very carefully we're going to try not to get knocked over by the wake that it leaves behind. And here is our illustrious Captain Spandana, keeping a close eye on those wakes.
We're gonna die!
Oh no. We got this. I mean, yeah, that thing looks so big, it's hard to imagine that it's going to cross under that bridge, but just like an hour boat, it definitely will. Or at least I assume so, because there's so many boats around it guiding it through. And here we are coming into the marina, which should have some, you know, interesting dinghy dock that we're going to try to find. And very far away, but yeah, you can see that that boat has tons of clearance, even though it didn't look like it. It is a balmy 45 degrees here in Charleston today, and we need to go to shore across a very big river and also hang out with some friends and hopefully do the night bazaar tonight, all of which means it is very, very cold. What's going on, South Carolina? We're coming here to be warm. And it means doing the thing that we did not want to do. When I packed this bag, I wanted to just sit in the main berth and under the main berth and just sit there for like 2 years until I was like, oh, we don't need these. I'm going to throw these away. But no, getting these out 3 months into our sailing life, which are all of our sweaters, my hat. It's a very nice hat, but I did not want to wear it. Gloves and sweaters, because I am sick of wearing one sweater, but I'm too stubborn to buy more because I just want to get south. So thankfully, I actually had saved some of my sweaters, and so I can actually like alternate. Yeah, I hate it, but I think a few more weeks and we shouldn't need them again. But today, Charleston is going to have to be visited with a full gear of stuff as we go across the giant river. As Spandana mentioned, it is getting very cold, and in 3 days, for 3 days, it's going to be below 40 at night. Which is very cold to sleep in a boat with no heating. So we do have a small portable heater, but it's just not something we can leave running for very long safely. So what we instead want to do is get our generator set up, our portable generator that we bought back in Annapolis and haven't yet had a chance to use. So right now I'm going to fill it up with oil. We're going to try to fire it up and see that hopefully that it works. Okay, we're going to try, we filled her up with oil to the correct level this time after watching a video on how to do it. So now we are going to go ahead and fire her up. So let's put the engine switch on. This up in the choke. And there we go, we got a working generator. Generator is on, you can hear it purring in the background, sort of. So if we come over here to our electrical panel, we'll flip on the 120 volt into the boat. You can hear it kicks up. This has gone up to 10 amps, and our water heater is running. We have the choice of running our water heater or air conditioner, because if we run both, it's too much for the generator. But I can either kill the water heater, turn on the AC. It takes a minute for the AC to kick in, but yeah, we now have the ability to use our air conditioner or water heater, so we can take hot showers or cool or heat the boat when we are at anchor.
are dinghied up, and this is the way you gracefully get off a dinghy.
Oh no, I'm stuck. Ta-da! Stupid bag.
Let's see how Dave does it. Well, let me get the bag. Garbage.
Easy peasy.
Show off.
Alright, let's go get some provisions.
All the way over there, next to the USS Yorktown, is Turtle hanging out. And we came across this huge river and to the city marina, and there is the beautiful marina, and there's our dinghy. Where's Dave? I lost Dave. He's somewhere over there grabbing our dinghy. Oh good, he didn't leave me. All right, Dave, show us all of our provisioning.
55 liters, 45 liters, 20 liters, and a little baby bag.
And how long you think that food will last us?
A month? Yeah.
I think it's about 2 weeks. But yeah, that works. A month. The ice cream will last like 3 or 4 months, right?
Like a week, yeah.
Priorities, I tell you, priorities. All right, let's go back on the boat.
Where'd my spoon go? Okay, we are making a roast pork dish. I have, that's where my spoon went. My spoon's inside the bag. I lost my spoon and it's stuck inside the bag, so I will get that out. But this is a combination of soy sauce, we have honey, we have some black vinegar, some sesame oil, some garlic, some Chinese 5-spice, and a little bit of vodka just to add that, well, to be the wine basically of this dish, because I don't have any wine or Chinese wine. So I'm gonna get that spoon out of there. We're gonna reserve some of this. I could add some red food coloring to this to make it more like red, as is what the final dish usually looks like. But the taste-wise, it should be the same. So I'm gonna cut up some pork, add that to that. We are going to marinate that overnight. And while that marinates, we're gonna head out to town and go check out a show. It is a beautiful morning. My pants are unfortunately very wet from our ride back to the boat last night. It was very windy and got quite a bit on me. The pork we prepared last night, Spandana is over here, and she is putting that together, ready to get baked. We'll have some rice and some greens with that, and that will be an excellent breakfast.
Oh my god, that looks so good. Ah, it's a nice life when you have barbecue Chinese pork with rice and sauteed carrots for breakfast on a Sunday morning with the best babe ever.
And a sail ahead of us tonight.
And a sail. Oh yeah, we should talk about that. So that was a great breakfast and brunch, I guess, because it was a lunch and breakfast. We've cleaned up a little bit. We're going to continue to button up the boat. The original plan was to head to Edisto Beach tomorrow, which is about a half a day sail away from here in South Carolina. But after looking at the plans and looking at winds and sea state and the weather, I think we're actually going to make a slightly bigger jump. Not so much as we've done in the past, but I think roughly about a day's journey. And that's going to put us right about the border of Florida and Georgia. And temperatures are about a solid 10 degrees warmer. And the sea state will allow it. We just need to be tucked in by Monday night when the winds really, really pick up, and have some northerly protection, northerly, northwesterly protection. and we'll be good. So we've got about 3 hours till slack tide here, and it's going to be a comfortable time to pull up anchor and to fuel up before we leave. So I think we're aiming for about 2-3 p.m., which means that we have quite a little bit of things to do, but also really excited. I always love, like, right before we're leaving, all the excitement before we leave. So see you on the water.
We were just about to, we actually had this number off. We were just about to leave. We called the fuel dock that we were going to on the way out, and they said they are too packed because it's Sunday night and everybody is coming in. So we are going to hang out here for another half an hour or so. Call them back in about half an hour, see if they're available then. We do see that there are just a ton of boats out right now. It's a really nice day, and we think everybody's kind of out for the weekend and Sunday night, so they're coming back to refill their boats before the week starts. So yeah, we wanted to leave a little earlier so we can make it into our next destination before sundown tomorrow, but we'll hang out here and leave whenever we can get some fuel.
Bye-bye, Charleston. You were wonderful. Whether you visit her by land, by plane, by sea, definitely come to Charleston. It is a beautiful, beautiful city, and it treated us very well. Bye!
We're just watching these giant dredging machines pulling stuff up from the bottom of the water and releasing them into their cargo. This is what keeps our channels deep enough for boats like us.
Sometimes what you want ain't what you need. Sometimes letting go can make your heart bleed.
We are wrapping up our journey down to St. Mary's. It's been about 24 hours that we've been on the water now. Basically, we are going to enter the channel in about half an hour, make our way up to Cumberland Island, which we'll probably stay at for a few days. St. Mary's is a town nearby. We'll see if we make it there or not. But we've been told Cumberland Island's really nice. The sail has been beautiful, very calm compared to our last sail by far. I think a big part of that was us sticking near the shore when the wind was coming off the shore and just picking the right weather window. And overall, it's been much more comfortable, much easier just to kind of get things done on the boat as we were heading south. And yeah, we're gonna pop in here, drop the anchor, and check out the Cumberland Island tomorrow.
Wings open, that's life, and not to dwell upon the darkest hour, they say, is just before dawn. You might take a fall, but you can bounce right back. Go to town, dressed up like a heart attack, 'cause you know that when your dreams have hit the ceiling and fall,